No, I'm all done. Yes.
Would you like to learn how dolphin healing energy can support your health and well-being? Have you always known that dolphins are special and intelligent beings with a mission on our planet? Would you like to learn how to harness this healing energy to raise your vibration and improve your life?
Yeah.
If so, then today's call is for you. Our guest will be sharing her journey in connecting with the dolphins and their healing energies. She also will discuss and demonstrate how dolphin healing energy can strengthen your health and well-being. And she'll be taking your questions and leading a group process. So, as you know, as I like to say, get your pen and pad ready. You're going to take some notes. Buckle up. We're getting ready to take a ride in the quantum field. And with today's topic, possibly way beyond. Buckle up. I wouldn't want you to go flying off to another dimension. Or just maybe, that's exactly what you need. Welcome to the People and Pets Show. Welcome to the People and Pets Show. I'm so grateful that you're with us here today, and I'm so grateful to have our special guest, Linda Shay. Linda, how are you today?
Oh, I'm awesome, Mark. Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Yeah, and if everyone that's listening, if you could mute yourself, what's up, Linda? Thank you. So yeah, I'm so grateful to have Linda. I was, I like to have a variety of guests on my show, and I knew I wanted to have someone in the area of dolphin energy, healing energy. And so I reached out to my community. I said, hey, does anyone have any recommendations? And one of my listeners, regular listeners, Kim from Wisconsin, said, Linda Shay. I said, oh, okay. So I reached out to Linda. She graciously responded and said she was interested. So I'm so grateful she's on her show, because I think this is a fascinating topic. You know, we probably all have our ideas what dolphin healing energies, maybe some of the callers have actually swum with the dolphins. I haven't, but I know I've always been fascinated with the topic. I used to teach in schools, and a lot of kids had autism, and I would hear stories of these kids working with the dolphins and really improving. So that's just, I know, the tip of the iceberg of a very fascinating topic. So thank you, Linda, for being with us.
Certainly.
Yeah, and thank you to everyone that's either seeing this call live on Zoom this morning or on replay. You know, there are so many things you could be doing with your time right now. And both Linda and I are so grateful that you've chosen to spend some of your time with us. You know, like I said, you're seeing this on Zoom. After the show, I'll be posting it to the Facebook page for People and Pets Energetics, and it will also be on the YouTube channel for People and Pets Energetics. So if you're seeing it on Facebook, please, if you got value out of our conversation, please give it a thumbs up, a like, and share it with your communities. If you're seeing it on YouTube, please subscribe to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the People and Pets Energetics YouTube channel. So with that preamble, let me introduce myself. My name is Mark Hernandez. I'm the owner and founder of People and Pets Energetics. I'm a holistic practitioner that helps people, animals, and their spaces when they've hit the wall with health and well-being issues. Basically, I have intuitive gifts and extensive training to read the subtle energy fields and then identify and release non-beneficial energies that are keeping people stuck and locked into place, their issues. For people, what commonly gets people in the door? You know, it's typically they're in some level of pain. They've already done a lot of things to try to help themselves. They've gone to Western medical doctors, gotten all their tests run, results have come back, they made some changes, but they still have their pain. Maybe they've done some alternative stuff, chiro, acupuncture, Chinese medicine, whatever it is. And again, they've seen more improvement, still a missing piece. So the people that will come see me, they've gone through the low-hanging fruit, the 90 to 95% of things that help people, and for whatever reason, they're stuck. For your pets, people can please mute themselves. Thank you. All right. For your pets, two main categories. First thing, change in behavior. You have a dog or cat, they're fine, know where to go to the bathroom, but start going all over the house. Separation anxiety, excessive barking, and much more. If it's that peeing and pooing, I always recommend, my first question, have you taken your pet to the vet? Because the work I do is something you do in addition to excellent veterinary care. Okay, so rule that out. The other category is people have taken their pet to the vet and the vet discovers something veterinarily going on. I can provide a layer of energetic support for your pet. The last category are spaces. We've all been to places where we walk in and we go, I got to get out of here. This place has funky energy. Some of the places that have the weirdest energies are schools. I can attest to that. Hospitals, jails, courthouses. Just sometimes we're in the malls, these sports stadiums, and we kind of pick up, especially if we're sensitive. So what I have, the gifts are to identify and release those. The last thing I'd like to say is I do multidimensional healing. So as we all know, we all exist in this quote unquote current timeline, but many of our souls have had other incarnations, past lives. We're in parallel lives, future lives, in between lives. Sometimes when people are really, really stuck, doing a quick cleanup, checking those other timelines will lead to major breakthroughs. So I do 95% of my consultations by phone or video. And yeah, that's who I am, what I do. Let's get to our guest. I'd like to give the full introduction to our guest today, Linda Shay. Linda Shay is a Dolphin ambassador and evolutionary leap catalyst. A magical encounter with Hawaiian spinner dolphins changed the course of Linda's life forever. Shortly thereafter, she said yes to their mysterious invitation to be one of their ambassadors on land and to do dolphin energy healing as her career. For over 20 years, Linda has been collaborating with the Dolphin consciousness to help humans heal their hearts, transform their consciousness, and find their joy. The unique gift Linda is blessed to share with humanity is the Dolphin Attunement Journey. Upon receiving the 7 Dolphin attunements, receivers become living embodiments of human dolphin consciousness. Linda has trained over 100 certified dolphin energy practitioners around the world. She offers personal dolphin energy healing sessions, as well as in-person retreats and swim with wild dolphin adventures. I want to hear more about that. Linda tells her remarkable story in her book, Dolphin Love, From Sea to Land. The topic today for our conversation is healing with dolphin energy. Linda, welcome to the People and Pets Show.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, everybody, for being here.
Yeah. Let me just check, see if we need to admit. I think we're good right now. All right. So, Linda, so, in the introduction, I shared kind of how your journey, how you got involved about 20 years ago when you had that experience with the spinner dolphins in Hawaii. And what were some other key moments in your journey to get what you're doing today?
Well, some of the key moments happened when I was physically with the dolphins. I was living in Sedona, Arizona at the time in the desert.
Yeah.
So it was rather, I'm in the desert.
Right.
What does that have to do with dolphins?
Yeah.
During my own internal 7-year journey where the dolphins worked with me interdimensionally to shift my consciousness, that I was called to swim with them physically, probably once every 1.5 years or 2 years.
Yeah.
And the second time that I went, after that first encounter that initiated this whole path, I was on my own inner journey, I was beginning to have remembrances of lifetimes as a dolphin.
Cool.
And those lifetimes were so blissful, so ecstatic, so harmonious. And the contrast to my human experience and what I saw among humanity as a whole was actually quite painful.
Sure.
So I became more and more sensitized to all the ways that we humans really harm ourselves and each other, just thoughtlessly. So I was in a lot of emotional pain and soul pain around that at the time that I was with the dolphins the second time. And I was swimming out I went with a group of 3 friends.
Mm-hmm.
We went down to the bay and the dolphins were there.
Mm-hmm.
We swam out. And as I was swimming to them, it's about a half a mile out to swim. And I always am under the water looking for that first glimpse of the gray shadow, to my first glimpse of them. And I was watching and swimming, and this picture imprinted in my mind of me being circled by a pod of dolphins.
Yeah. And
then when we saw the dolphins, they were in play mode, which I had not seen before. They were meditative and very graceful and peaceful when I first swam with them, but this time they were like all over the place. Yeah. So that was exciting to see. And then I blinked my eye and I opened my eyes, and sure enough, there was a half circle of dolphins arrayed in front of me.
Wow.
And I don't know how that happened in the blink of an eye, but I was just swimming with them. And as my vision and my awareness slowly telescoped out to realize that they are in a semicircle around me, and they were swimming at my pace. We were swimming like in a big circle 8 in this bay. I was feeling so incredibly peaceful. Mm-hmm. And the first message that I heard was, we are one. Mm. You're in your body, we're in this body, and we are the same.
Yeah.
And that brought me such total and complete peace. And I wanted to share that experience with my friends. So I was looking for my friends. I looked up out of the water. There was nobody around. Nobody. No other people. There had been other swimmers. There had been kayakers. Yeah. Nobody. The hillside was the same. The bay was the same. And I thought, well, I don't know where they are, but I'm going to stay here because this is really awesome. And I was with them in that state for about, I would say, 20 minutes of linear time. Mm-hmm. What I realized is they took me into what I call their 5th dimensional unity consciousness, which is where they live all the time. Mm-hmm. And I got to experience that quality of consciousness in my body with them. And it healed that rift. It healed my pain around my humanity and humanity as a whole. When after about 20 minutes, a couple times I looked up and still there was nobody. And finally I saw some legs dangling to the side, and it was one of my friends. And I swam over, and sure enough, the dolphins and I disappeared. Uh-huh. We were nowhere to be found. Yeah. And we got reunited. So when I came back from that encounter, I started being out in the world. And one example is I was traveling from Arizona to California on a road trip. Mm-hmm. Got up real early, went into a diner. I think it was down in Yuma. And it was a Sunday. So a lot of Mexican families with their church clothes, really colorful dress. The diner was filled. Mm-hmm. And I sat at the counter, and I just took in the scene of all these people. I was overcome with so much love that I had to run into the bathroom and sob. Oh. It was overpowering. And I realized that that's the love that dolphins have for humans that I was able to tap into. And to this day, my love for humanity is so profound. That's really what I'm dedicated to, is bringing unity, community on land among humanity.
Yeah.
So that was a gift.
Yeah, absolutely. So, so people that seek your help, either like you said on private sessions or retreats, what kind of draws them to dolphin healing energy? Have they already done a lot of other things, or what types of things do they think? I bet you dolphin healing energy can help me with X, Y, or Z?
Yeah, it's interesting. Most people who come to us have had a lot of different kinds of energy healing modalities. Mm-hmm. Every once in a while, we get someone for whom that whole world is brand new. Yeah. But for the most part, it's people who are familiar with energy healing.
Yes.
I think they're not conscious of it. There is something that attracts them, but I think what it is dolphin energy is pure love and joy. Mm-hmm. And one of the first message that I received from the dolphins way back is love heals, joy transforms. Mm. So if you come into a healing environment, healing session, wanting to heal and transform, the unconditional love of the dolphins is so pure that in my experience, people, like the whole being opens up in that field of unconditional love and transformative joy. And the dolphin energy seems to be able to penetrate and access places that other modalities that are really, really effective just weren't able to reach, weren't able to touch. There's just an openness and a willingness to let that love in. It's so beautiful to witness and to facilitate that work.
Yeah. Well, cool. Okay, I'm gonna one more.
And it's healing through joy, you know, so much. So sometimes the healing path is hard with joy, releasing and clearing. But with the dolphins, there's just this element of lightness and joy and play that's different.
Okay. Someone that just joined, if everyone can mute themselves, thank you. Okay. All right. Yeah, just healing and joy, like you said. It's because sometimes, yeah, like you said, there's a time and place for everything, moves people on. But sometimes, you know, when I'm doing healing sessions, I just know they need a certain sound, a certain frequency that just comes through, and that's what they needed. Can we logically explain it? No, but that's what they needed. Yeah. So I think that's very, very key point. So cool. So like you said, these people that typically want to work with the dolphin healing energy are usually more advanced in their spiritual journeys. They've done other energy medicine stuff, but are they coming usually for, like, do you have like a top 2 reasons people come, or is it just they were just kind of attracted to?
I would say some people come for physical healing, which the dolphins can certainly do. I would say emotional and soul level healing is more what people present with. Yeah. And again, it's not conscious, but the dolphins are the water element, and that is the emotional body. Yeah. So there's a lot. And you know, I shared with you, most people who come are advanced, but I'm looking to change that.
Oh, yeah.
With my recent, I mean, this is my first day back at work since moving from Sedona to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, moving back home. Yeah. I'm looking to bring I'm calling it dolphinity energy healing out into the masses. Great. Here. So it's going to be a grand experiment on my part, and I'm really excited to see what unfolds.
Oh, yeah. And I think that's so important.
It is.
I mean, to bring, you know, possibilities to new communities that, you know, traditionally we said, no, I hadn't thought about that, but, you know, I speak for myself. I throw this spaghetti in the wall. Sometimes it sticks. Sometimes it falls back down, but it's okay. Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's just being out there and, you know, seeing who's open to it, because a lot of times, as we know, lots going on in the world right now, a lot of people looking for help. Yeah. And, you know, of one form or another. And that's great. Yeah. Well, that's very cool. I'd like to see how that unfolds over time, because I think it's so important to bring the healing. Yeah. So great. So is there a certain group process you'd like to lead us through that just give people like a sample of your dolphin healing energy or whatever? Absolutely.
Well, there's a lot that I could share, but since we're talking about dolphin energy healing, let me just lead a little short dolphin energy healing session. Excellent. For everybody to experience that just the purity of that energy.
Great.
All right, so I'm inviting us all to close our eyes and to receive full deep breaths into your body, completely filling your lungs on the inhale. If you'd like, you can place one hand on your heart, one hand on your second chakra, just below the belly button.
Yep.
And breathe deeply, connecting with your body, connecting with your heart. Connecting with your emotional body. And your mental body. And your soul. A beautiful pod of spirit dolphins has joined us. Everyone present on this call and later in the recordings is being surrounded by a beautiful team of spirit dolphins that has come just for you. Sense yourself placed in the center of a bubble of spirit dolphins around you in all directions. And feel their unconditional love and their radiant joy showering upon you and through you. Feel their love for you. You are a unique energy, a unique vibration on planet Earth. What you bring is essential to the wholeness of the planet at this time. And these spirit dolphins are cheering you on, supporting you, strengthening and empowering you. To be the greatest and the brightest and the lightest, most loving and joyful being that you can. And I'm inviting everybody to give these spirit dolphins permission to make adjustments to your frequency that best serves your highest good at this time. Just say yes, and the dolphins will do the rest. We relax and we let go. We allow ourselves to receive these beautiful healing gifts from the dolphins. If there is a specific intention that you have, you may share it with them, hold it lightly in your heart, and then relax and let go. Beautiful Mother Ocean is also present. You may feel yourself floating in her buoyant salt water. And really sink into that experience of being held, being nurtured, being carried. There is nothing for you to do but be. Give yourself permission to go a little deeper into this experience. Relax, let go, and allow. The dolphins are bringing to each of us the feeling experience and the higher truth of wholeness. Let in that you are whole and you are so very well right here, right now. And that is indeed something to celebrate. One dolphin is coming, floating right in front of you now. Blessing you, thanking you, loving you. On behalf of the entire pod that has come to join us today. If you would like, you can open your arms wide and let this dolphin come closer to you for a hug, an energetic hug. This dolphin is blessed by your presence as much as you are blessed by its presence. This giving and receiving exchange is absolutely mutual and beneficial. Nice full in-breath. Complete out-breath. In your own way, give thanks to the team of spirit dolphins that surrounded you, that gifted you with their healing, love, and transformative joy. And let's bring your awareness back to yourself with your hand on your heart, your other hand on the second chakra. And feel how you feel now. Thank your body, thank every cell and space within you for receiving this gift of dolphin energy healing. And acknowledge yourself for being present today. Out of 7 billion human beings, you are here having this experience. I thank you. Dolphin thanks you. Mother Earth thanks you. One more big in-breath. A full out-breath. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes.
Yeah, if anyone would like to share, I know everyone's, give yourself time to come back. Thank you, Linda. That was beautiful and a very peaceful experience for me. Thank you.
Great. It was for me too. I welcomed it.
So again, if people want to write in the chat, let me check the chat box. Share. Or I'm not sure. I'm gonna we'll do a little experiment. I'm gonna mute people. If someone want to chime in, just say your first name and give your comment. I'm gonna unmute everyone. So if someone would like to jump in and share if they'd like to.
Hi, this is Tracey. I can share.
Yeah, okay, go ahead, Tracey.
I found that very powerful, Linda. A sweet feeling, like I cried, which because of the emotional heart connection, and I felt definitely the team. And when you said the personal dolphin was coming, I had seen a vision of myself entering the water, my favorite place at the ocean. So I had just put my feet in, and you said there's a personal dolphin coming. And I felt like his name was Hodor.
Beautiful, Tracey. I have shivers all down my body.
It was a lovely, lovely feeling, and very, very sweet and very, very innocent in the heart, childlike almost. So thank you very much for your connection and bringing that experience into my world. Thank you.
Thank you for being so open, Tracey. And clearly that dolphin energy is a resonant frequency for you. So I'm so happy you got to experience that today. Beautiful.
Well, I called my intention. I have a lot of difficulties with my son. I have 2 children, and my one son is very, very challenged neurologically. And so in the intent, I asked for help with him.
Great.
So I felt like in that connection with Hodor, I thought his name was,
Yes.
he was sort of sensing into potentialities for not only me, but all of the lives that I'm touching. It was like they were behind me.
Fantastic.
So
Fantastic.
thank you, Linda.
Oh, beautiful, Tracey. Thank you. Yes, I think Hodor and a few others are going to be with you going forward in your work with your children and others.
Thank you.
Beautiful. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. Anyone else like to share your experience with the process?
Hi, this is Shannon.
Okay, go ahead, Shannon.
And I also found it to be a very, very powerful experience, but yet so soothing and relaxing, almost at a cellular level, allowing myself to float in the ocean, laying back and being held by Mother Ocean, and allowing the dolphins to swim around and weave their joy really into the water and into my auric field. And so allowing that to move into every cell and really almost feel it shifting at a molecular level. And so it was very powerful, but yet very soothing and calming. And certainly it brings a smile to my face and a tear to my eye just as I see the dolphin swimming around and jumping for joy in the connection with humanity. So thank you.
Thank you, Shannon.
Yeah, thank you. Anyone else like to share their experience?
I've been appreciating Laura's little comments that are.
Yeah, go ahead. Because Laura saying, yeah, I'm keeping quiet because I'm in a shared space right now. I'm grateful for Linda's facilitation and the support from the dolphins as ever. I asked them for help with something and then immediately asked on the subject I'd asked for their assistance with. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Great, Laura. And thanks for bringing this energy to all that you're sharing your space with.
Yeah. Anyone else like to share? Okay. I'm going to mute. Well, not everyone. If everyone could mute themselves except obviously Linda for a moment. Thank you. And going back, we had a Kim from Wisconsin wrote in. Let me find her question. All right, here we go.
Laura, that's for you.
What are some ways to heighten my intuition toward feeling or hearing from the dolphins? Are there daily disciplines that would help?
Okay, so absolutely, you can, if you're a meditator, this is Kim. If
Yeah.
you're a meditator, Kim, absolutely go inside yourself, spend some quiet time going inside yourself, connecting with your heart, and then ask the dolphins to come to you. You might, Kim, you might be interested in reading my book, because I was able to feel the dolphin energy kinesthetically, but I wasn't able to really talk to them in the way that I wanted to talk to them. And I share a couple of very profound experiences of entering into meditation with the intent to be in telepathic communication with a couple of specific dolphins that I knew about. And I share that process in the book. And basically what I did, once I was quiet and still, I connected with my higher self. And I said, higher self, I know you know how to do that, even if I don't. So I'm turning this meditation experience over to you. And I'm asking to be in telepathic communication with, in one case, it was grandfather, a bottlenose dolphin off the coast of Bonaire. And then I just relaxed. And I think that's the hardest part, is relaxing and letting go of expectations and just being still. What unfolded was phenomenal, and it just progressed day after day. So go into the silence, give yourself that space. You can surround yourself with dolphin pictures, play some dolphin sounds in the background, and really invite the dolphins in and ask them to help you open to an energetic communication with them, and see what happens. Let me know.
Cool. Thank you, Kim, for the question. Anyone else have a question for Linda about our topic about dolphin healing energy, the experience of swimming with the dolphins? And just state your first name and jump in there.
This is Odessa, and I'm just asking where one would go to physically connect with dolphins.
So a couple of places, Odessa. One is the Big Island of Hawaii. Is definitely, that's where my pod lives, and there's a whole community of beautiful people whose lives are all about taking humans to interact with dolphins by boat or swimming in the water. That's one place. Another place is Bimini in the Bahamas, which actually David and I are leading a trip in April to Bimini at a retreat center called Wild Quest, and there are some more seats available on that trip. Bimini is also, there are certain pods that are interested in the human dolphin interaction, others are not. So it's important to honor that, and to only really go where the invitation is. There are some places in Europe, and there's some places in Egypt, the Red Sea, some of those places as well.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Odessa.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Any other questions for Linda? Okay. Well, good. So yeah, so you mentioned the retreats. Like I said, I know you do private dolphin energy healing sessions, retreats, and swimming with the dolphins. Could you give people kind of overview of the types of things you offer a little bit? You know?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, well,
on the website, you can dolphinity.com, right?
Yes, that's
Okay.
correct.
So they
That's
can
correct.
go ahead. Yeah.
Yes. So I do offer the private sessions, but really, as is mentioned in my intro, the most important gift that I have been blessed to be the custodian of is a series of 7 spiritual initiations that we call the Dolphin Attainments.
Yes.
That are delivered directly by the dolphin consciousness to a pod of humans that gathers on a conference call from around the world. We deliver each attunement every month, so it's easy to jump in at any time. That is the journey. It's a very profound, deep inner journey that transforms the totality of our being.
Wow.
And I would say, in my experience, I had, after my own, which lasted 7 years, I had an awakening moment that I literally felt brand new. But the truth is, all my fears and inhibitions fell away. So I was really my most authentic and free self. It was the best of me that came forward. I didn't become somebody different. It was just me in my wholeness, my authenticity, and my free self. And that I had never experienced before in this life. Mm-hmm. So the dolphins are this is their big outcome of their work with humanity on Earth at this time is to create unity community on Earth. Mm-hmm. I think we can all agree we very much want that and need that. And the dolphins are one of the leading consciousnesses that are guiding the planet and supporting humanity in making the shifts to achieve that outcome.
Well, cool. Well, yeah. Thank you. So, Linda, as we get ready to close out the show, again, please let people know what's the best way to reach you. Again, website, social media contacts. What's the best way to learn more about you, your work, and dive further?
Yeah, the website is good, dolphinity.com. We're transitioning from the old style to the new style, so you'll see a blending. My book, if you have an interest in dolphins and if you have an interest in the energetic connection and what's possible, because I'm not about being in the water with them physically. I'm about bringing them to land so that we can experience this connection and receive their gifts no matter where we are in any life situation. And so reading my book, I think, is extremely inspiring. And I'm not really active on social media so much. So an email to me, linda@dolphinity.com, is probably the most effective way to reach me.
Well, great.
Oh, thank you, Laura. You've read my book. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. Laura says, yeah, this book is superb and leads to reading other books and more discovery. Highly recommend. Yeah. Thank you, Laura. And from Shannon says, hi, everyone. I have participated in all the dolphin attunements and I recommend them for your own personal expansion. If you connect with dolphins, these will be awesome.
Thank you, Shannon. Yep. She's a pod mate.
Thank you. Yeah. So any final thoughts or comments you'd like to leave us with today?
I would say the dolphins, again, it's that human to human. I think where the rubber meets the road is the human to human interactions. And the dolphins just really want us to be kind to one another. Any way that we can go out in the world in our daily lives and extend kindness, that goes so far and it feeds us so much.
Yeah.
So let's go out there, and my tagline on my phone, on my emails is kindness rocks. Let's go out and be kind.
Yeah. No, definitely everyone can use a little bit more of that in the world right now.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Well, great. Well, Linda, thank you so much for being my guest today on the People and Pets Show. And everyone, again, if you got a lot of value to this, please like, love, share it. If you're seeing it on my Facebook page for People and Pets Energetics, make sure to share it out. Or if on YouTube, again, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the People and Pets channel. As you know, we go live every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. I interview leading figures in the holistic space for people or animals or spaces. And next week, my special guest will be Raymond Grace. Raymond Grace, president of the Raymond Grace Foundation, master dowser, energy healer. He's fantastic. He's written books. He's all over on YouTube. He's kind of a no-nonsense energy healer. I'm going to be posting some of his short videos. I think a lot of you that are in the dowsing world are very familiar. He's internationally well known, but it's going to be quite an entertaining episode. And so also many of you maybe have taken his workshops over the years on a variety of topics. So please join us next week. My guest will be Raymond Grace. Again, thank you everyone for being on the show. And if I could be of any help, please reach out to me at my website at peopleandpetsenergetics.com or You're old school, want to pick up the phone, give me a call at 210-775-2696. So before we sign off, I'm going to unmute everyone. If you want to say bye and thank you to Linda, I'm going to mute everyone. Go ahead and just jump in.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for being here.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for a beautiful experience.
You're so welcome. I think people calling in an hour late. We just to catch the replay.
That's the replay. Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.